I'm Chris Provost, and you're watching Provost Park Pass. And today we are in Washington, D.C. We're going out and doing all the things that Miles wants to do today. So we're gonna start off at the Lincoln Memorial, because that's what he wants to do. Then from the Lincoln Memorial, we're gonna do the Thomas Jefferson Memorial, because that's what he wants to do. And then we're gonna end up going to the Museum of American History, because Miles just watched The Wizard of Oz. And he loved it, and guess what they have on display there? They have Dorothy's ruby slippers. So Miles wanted to see that. I thought that sounds amazing. So we're gonna share this whole day with you and show you everything we're gonna do, right babe?
Yes, and if you're new to our channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button because we do so many different travel destinations. Woo, that was loud. Sorry about that. We're in the city for sure. We're not in Disneyland anymore, but if you're new to our channel, we do travel destinations from even around the world. We are mostly focused at Disneyland, but we do other theme parks, cruises, and then this is off our beaten path, Washington, D.C. So we're really happy that you're here, and I want to hear from you guys. So if you see something that you like, leave it in the comments below. We skim through all the comments, and I want to respond to you personally. If you have a place that you want us to go around the world, like maybe a different travel destination, let us know in the comments below. If you have questions about Washington, D.C. and how to do a trip to Washington, D.C., you can leave those in the comments below. I really want to interact with you guys. I love reading your comments. So be sure to just tell us what you're thinking and we'll get back to you. Okay, let's do this. All right, we are walking to the Lincoln Memorial. It is springtime here. It's still pretty cold. It's still pretty cold though. And then the cherry blossoms are out. They're out a lot around the mall, which is just beautiful. And then there are some flowers starting to peek through. We've seen beautiful tulips. I'll try to show you guys some tulips because I love the springtime flowers. And then the cherry blossoms, of course. That's like the most popular thing here. Washington, D.C. in the springtime are the cherry blossoms. Okay, just have to show you how beautiful the flowers are coming through. So even though it is cold here, spring is starting to show, and we're here at the very end of March. So if you're trying to plan a trip to Washington, D.C., the cherry blossoms are usually the end of March or the first part of April. And look how pretty all the flowers are. Oh, see? Little signs of spring.
You guys, look at these cherry blossoms. They're like in full bloom. They're kind of showing off. Oh, there's a little guy over there peeking his head up. Well, if you look straight ahead, there's the Lincoln Memorial. That's where we want to go to. All right, guys, here we are at the Lincoln Memorial. There goes Amanda and Miles. And we're excited. Miles is really excited. He learned about this in school, and so he's very excited to be here and check this out. We're gonna show you everything that we see, pretending that you were here with us, and it's just to kind of enjoy today together. There's a lot of people here, which is there should be. And as far as, you guys, if you saw that video I talked about, put it over here, about President Lincoln. Walt Disney was a big fan of President Lincoln. I think he was our greatest president we've ever had. He had the most difficult job. When our country is so divided, he tried his best to unite us. He's a good leader. And that's just an amazing view all the way up. How do you feel?
Oh, it's emotional.
What's that?
It's a little emotional.
In this temple, as the hearts of the people for whom he saved the Union, the memory of Abraham Lincoln is enshrined forever. The detail on the statue is amazing. Now, I have to be careful because I don't know a lot about this, but I think I've been told that those are supposed to be like leather-bound books, law books, because he was he's a lawyer, self-taught lawyer, and those are books on the sides. So somebody I'm sure knows more about this can maybe tell a little more detail. We'd love, put it down in the comments if you know more about this. I will read it because I'd love to learn from you guys. It's a Gettysburg Address. There's Amanda. She's reading it to Miles. Now, I remember learning this in school for those little ones who might not know. It says 87 years ago. Score means 20. So it means 87 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
From these honored dead, we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not die in vain, and this nation under God shall have their birth and freedom, and that government will by the people and for the people shall not perish. I am overwhelmed.
This is Miles' little camera. At the end of this trip, I'm gonna make a little video showing all the photos that Miles has done. I talked about this in the last video about what this camera does. Oh, so there we go. At the end of this trip, I'll make a little video showcasing, like a little video of Miles' photos. Just it'd be kind of fun. Maybe do music, a little collage or something. This is on the top of the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. You see across, it's a reflecting pond. For some reason, it looks like the water is mostly drained out of it. I've never seen it like that, so maybe we should walk down there and find out what's going on. Amanda, you are having like all sorts of emotions. What is going on?
I know. Just thinking about everyone who's died for this country and everyone that suffered in this country. Just thinking about Abraham Lincoln, how he just wanted everyone to be equal and, you know, did his best with the situation he was placed in as president, and just how far we've come, but then also like how much further we still need to go. It's just like overwhelming, and I don't know, I'm just having all the feels, just thinking about just our world and our country and how everyone should just have equal rights and be treated equally, and it's just a lot. But it's really good to be here. It feels really, it's just really emotional. Little guy is enjoying it very much.
I'm not sure. Normally it's filled all the way up, but you can see the reflection of the right there. I don't know why the water's so low, but it looks really cool anyways. So that you still get the reflection. On top of the Lincoln Memorial, you can see it has all the different states right there. And underneath it, you've got letters, but those are actually, it's Roman numerals. It's telling you the year that the state became. So let's take a look at Iowa. It's a little confusing to do Roman numerals. M equals, that's for millennium, that equals 1,000. So you have to do addition and subtraction. D equals 500. So M plus D is 1,500. C equals 100, so 15. Then you add the first, that's 16. Then add the next C, that's 17. And then add the next C, that's 18. So we know that Iowa became a state in 1800, and then you see where it says L. L equals 50, X equals 10, but since X is on the left side of the L, you have to subtract 10. I know it's kind of weird. So that is 1840, and then that V equals 5. But since there's a 1 next to the right of the 5, that's 6. So in 1846, Iowa became a state. Yeah, Roman numerals is kind of crazy. But once you learn to read them, then it starts working okay. All right, guys, we just took a taxi cab from the Lincoln Memorial, and now we're gonna go to the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. We stopped and we ate a Crustable, an Uncrustable.
A big one!
A big one, Miles said. It was grape with peanut butter. And now let's go to the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. It's right ahead of us. Here we go, guys. There is the memorial. They're doing a little bit of construction on it, but it is open during construction, as you can see. So let's go into the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. You guys, before we get to the Thomas Jefferson Memorial, I just have to show this is Potomac. And look at all the cherry blossoms. Let me zoom in on that so you can see them. Look at that. All the way around. There's the Washington Monument. And then right behind us is the Thomas Jefferson Memorial, right there. And we're gonna go into it. It's starting to rain a little bit, so Amanda's got her jacket on. If you look very carefully, you can see the White House right through there. I'll zoom in onto it. Right there. All right, we're gonna walk inside here and check it out. All right, guys, we are inside, and this statue is very tall. Thomas Jefferson, 1743 to 1826. And if you look all the way up, it says this, his quote, "I've sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man." Thomas Jefferson had 10 rules. Never put off tomorrow what you can do today. Never trouble another for what you can do yourself. Never spend money before you've earned it. Never buy what you don't want because it's cheap. Pride costs more than hunger, thirst, and cold. We seldom repent of having eaten too little. Nothing is troublesome that we do willingly. How much pain the evils cost us that never happened. Take things away by the smooth handle. I don't know what that one means, take things away by the smooth handle. I don't know what that means. So if you do know, put it down in the comments down below. When angry, count to 10 before you speak. If very angry, count to 100. Thomas Jefferson. All right, guys, so this is where we're at right here. We're at the, yep, thank you. We're at the Thomas Jefferson Memorial.
I was preferring that.
And this is where we're going to be going. Yeah, we're going to go over here.
We need to go here, but
to the American History Museum.
Drive. You know why?
Miles says he would prefer to drive.
Because if you walk, you gotta walk here. Gotta go here. Gotta go here. Gotta go to the sidewalk.
Yeah, that's a long way.
Whoa. Go,
okay.
go, and then.
So that's where we're going to be going next.
But if you. Ooh,
all right, we just got to the Smithsonian, the National Museum for American History, and it is starting to rain like crazy right as we just got here. Perfect timing. So we're gonna go in and check out this museum. Let's do this. Okay, so this is a statue of George Washington. Oh. And the sculpture, when they created this, basically he did a sculpture of Zeus, the Greek god Zeus, and put George Washington's head on top of it. That's why he's in the togas. That's why he's got the sandaled feet on this. And when this came out in like the 1800s or whatever, they hated it. Nobody liked it. And people were like, this is terrible. But the thinking of this is this. If you've seen his left hand, he has a sword. And the sword is not being brandished. He's actually having the handle of the sword pointing towards us. Because what he's trying to say is, hey, I'm giving you the power to make this great democracy. He's also pointing up into the right hand, with his right hand. So that's a tribute to say pointing up to like the Almighty, who's got some power there. So this sculpture, at first people couldn't stand it, but now people really like it. And it's here in this amazing museum. I mean, you don't see George Washington. I'm a little disappointed there's not some like a little six-pack of abs there, but whatever. Here it is, the George Washington by Horatio Greenbow in 1840. They transferred it to the Smithsonian in 1908 because nobody really wanted it at that point. All right, so we just saw the Wizard of Oz. These are the Dorothy slippers. Some really interesting, cool history here. They're mismatched. They had 6 different pairs, and this one here is pair number 1, and that's pair number 6. Underneath it, there's orange felt. You see that? There's little orange felt. That way when she was walking on the real brick road, it wouldn't click or clack so much. The other pair actually got stolen in 2017, and they just recovered it. And guess what? Oh, and they are exactly matched. They have the stolen pair that was recovered has pairs 1 and 6, so the mismatched pair is matched there. There they are, Dorothy's shoes from Wizard of Oz. Prince, my very favorite artist. Look at this guitar. Oh my gosh. Prince's songs sing about love, religion, and of course, everything else. I have to say that's Prince's Yellow Cloud guitar. It's from 1983, and I'm a huge fan of Prince. There he is right there. So this is awesome for me. That there is the robe that Rocky wore in the movie Rocky, Sylvester Stallone. There's the gloves from the Miracle, Do You Believe in Miracles, when the U.S. beat Russia in the Olympics. That's the boombox from Freddie, who invented, an innovator of Yo MTV Raps. We got Michael Jordan's jersey that he wore, Cyndi Lauper's dress. This here is the egg from the movie Alien. So, and then they have a picture of aliens behind it, but the egg is from Alien. Wow. These are the props from Return of the Jedi, the 1983. You got R2-D2 and C-3PO. I think we all know who they are. No need for introduction.
Now I'm feeling a little bit more at home. It's like our home away from home.
Star Wars?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a little bit more at home here.
This is the original Kermit. It was made by Jim Henson. He made it from his mom's green coat, and also his jeans was the part where he put his hand up there. Original Kermit. Amanda and Miles are about to do the virtual reality. It's called Spacewalk. We're getting Miles all ready to go. They're doing spacewalks. We're showing the spacewalk. Headsets. There goes Amanda. Now you might be saying, well, why am I not doing it with them? You can't wear your glasses in this virtual reality thing. And so I was like, well, what's the point? Because I won't be able to see anything, it'll be all blurry. So I decided to sit this one out. So we can see what Miles is looking at. He's looking at number 1. Amanda is looking at number 2. And that's what they're seeing. Miles is looking all over the place. Amanda's being very careful. She's looking right at the space shuttle. Miles is like, what is going on? That's what Miles is seeing. That's what Amanda's seeing. Miles is looking all over. I don't know what they're hearing. Amanda. That's Miles looking around. So there's a little screen where you see what you and Miles were seeing.
All right.
Yours was like pretty steady. Miles was up, down, his head was whipping around like crazy. Yeah. You're like, so what did you hear?
They talk to you. It's like, oh, this module was damaged by debris, and then there's like an explosion, and they talk to you.
Was it cool?
Space stuff. It was really cool. That was cool.
So, wait a minute. Have you hit that like button yet? Go ahead and do that. Thank you so much. And hit the subscribe button. We have 3 videos a week coming out all the time. Cool stuff. So yeah, let's do that. Thanks. We're now going to try to do the view of DC. Let's check this out. This is a free activity. We're over here. We're on the Virginia side. We crossed over the river. And they let you come up here for free. Just to kind of take a look over here and see this amazing view. And isn't it pretty? And if you look over here, we can see like all those different things. So there's the Jefferson Memorial. That's where we were at. Right? Well, first there's the Lincoln Memorial. We went there. Then we went over here to the Jefferson Memorial. Then we went back over here. This way, I don't know how to find it. Museum somewhere, or where is it? I don't know. Somewhere over there. There's Amanda. She's out there with Miles. They're out there enjoying the view. Kind of relaxing. I just want to say this and take a quick little moment because I'm talking to you. And I know that you might be thinking, he's probably not talking to me. I am. I want you to know that I think that you are amazing. You are absolutely wonderful. And you make the world a better place. Did you know that? No matter what's going on right now in your life, no matter what is going on, no matter if you're having troubles in a relationship or with your job or with school or maybe your job, maybe you don't feel appreciated by your boss, or maybe your spouse is not being faithful, or maybe your family has been mean to you, and you have this feeling of just like, you just don't feel like it's good. I want you to know that that doesn't reflect on you. You are an amazing individual and you make the world a better place. Did you know that? I just need you to know that. And I truly believe that. You have a friend in Provost Park Pass. You absolutely do. So if you ever get depressed or you ever get sad and you're like wondering, like, do I have any friends? Come to Provost Park Pass, watch one of our videos and know that I think you are amazing. Hey, I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate all of your patience. These are not the type of videos that I normally like to do. Oh look, see it back there? Normally when we do videos, we have a script, and I have a plan, I tell you some history, some cool facts, and I feel much more comfortable doing that type of video. And so when we do these vlogging videos, where we're just kind of showing our day, I'm getting a little bit better at it. Thank you guys for your help and saying, hey, this has been good, or let's try to get better. I appreciate you guys' patience. It's just not really my, I don't know, I say my cup of tea doing these types of videos, because I feel a little like, people do it so well. So many people, I watch their vlogs, and I'm like, how come they're so good at it? Why? And so I appreciate your patience as we're trying to get better at doing these type of videos. Every once in a while I'll do a video like this, kind of showing our day and what's going on, some cool attractions like this. It's fun for us to share our adventures with you, and I think you guys are awesome. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like this type of video. That's a way that you can communicate to me that you like the content we're doing. There's nothing better you can do than that. That lets me know that you really like what we're doing. And when I see that, like, our subscription numbers go up and people like these videos, it motivates me. I'm like, okay, yes, I'll keep doing this. Thank you guys so much. You have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. We had a good day today. We saw Dorothy's shoes, bum 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 bum. But then we saw the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. Then we also saw the Lincoln Memorial. Ba da da ba da ba ba ba. It was awesome.